News 46 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
And Mike Colucci brings us today's Home Matters report.
Home Matters is brought to you by Trish Rippey Realty, 775-727-4343.
Hi folks, I'm Mike Colucci, a realtor with Trish Rippey Realty here in Pahrump. Today's topic is selling your home by owner, or FSBO, which means for sale by owner. There are a lot of folks right here in Pahrump that are trying to sell their homes on their own without using a real estate professionals. One of the reasons is they don't want to pay the commissions to a real estate brokerage, thinking that if their home is worth what it's worth, they can pocket that commission rather than paying it. Another reason is they're not in a rush to sell, and the right buyer will eventually show up with or without the services of a real estate professional. Here are some documented statistics. Approximately 92% of people trying to sell their homes on their own will eventually list their property with a brokerage. Also, when you list with a real estate professional, the chance of selling your property for more money is great, and that additional money may cover some or all of the commissions. When you try to sell your own home, you're responsible for letting people know that the home is for sale. Advertising isn't cheap. Also, the process of showing and selling your home is time-consuming. If it's not convenient for a buyer to see your home on your schedule, they may choose to look elsewhere. Sure, you can advertise it on the public websites and get great exposure. However, the best source of advertising your property for sale is the multiple listings, or MLS, which only realtors have access to. There are thousands of realtors in Southern Nevada, and the majority of them have a bank of buyers that might be interested in your home, but may never know it's available for sale if it's not listed on the MLS. Also, a real estate professional will market your property to other real estate professionals that they have done business with before, thus increasing the odds of finding a qualified buyer. In addition, the buyer in many cases may be utilizing the services of a real estate professional, and that professional will want to get paid for their labor. If the seller won't pay a commission, even to the buyer's agent, do you think they'll be showing your property to a potential buyer? Think about that. Something else to think about is if you do procure a buyer, and you both come to an agreement on a price, how familiar are you with the paperwork involved in buying and selling a home? Realtors are required to learn and be familiar with the contracts and forms necessary to complete a real estate transaction. In fact, one of the requirements of getting and keeping a real estate license is continuing education classes to be sure they know about any changes in laws and statutes that affect their business. Yes, there are a lot of people that are do-it-yourselfers, and many of the projects they take on are successful. But if you had to have an operation, wouldn't you feel more comfortable with a doctor performing the surgery as opposed to someone who says, "Don't worry, I got this. I saw it done on the internet"? Do you get the picture? A realtor's job is selling homes to buyers and listing and selling homes for sellers. That's what they get paid for. If you have any real estate-related questions, please call me, Mike Colucci, at 775-764-8211, or contact your favorite real estate professional. This has been Home Matters. Thanks.
And here's Teresa from Pahrump Valley High School with today's Student News.
The Student News is brought to you by the Wolfenstein Construction Company, serving Pahrump since 1977, committed to providing the highest quality construction products and services.
Hi, I'm Teresa Castor with your Student News. Pahrump Valley High School is a host to at least 14 after-school clubs. We have art, anime clubs, as well as community service clubs. All our clubs are open to all students. Our two service clubs are Key Club, which is sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Pahrump, and the Interact Club, which is sponsored by the Rotary Club of Pahrump. Key Club is a community service club. We meet once a week and have events almost every weekend. On September 9th, we will be at the Moose Lodge at 3 p.m., serving dinner at the donation dinner event for money. For this event, we'll go to Relay for Life. Key Club, September 15th, will be working with disabled American vets at their Forget Me Not event. Our goal is to learn about the veterans. They will be in front of every major store here in town. Fall Festival, Key Club will be marching in the parade and also will be helping several booths. The Pahrump Valley High School Band will have a booth at Fall Festival. Come support our band. They will also be performing. Congrats, Trojans, varsity football team for conquering Sunrise Mountain at Friday's homecoming game. The score was 42-14. Our next varsity home game is September 28th against Cheyenne. It is a Hall of Fame game. Also, congratulations to Haley Souza and Nika Velasquez for winning Homecoming King and Queen. I'm Teresa Castor, and this is News 46.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, comrade, let's take a look outside on that Glenn Lerner weather cam. I know most of the town got a lot of rain this morning. We'll be having weather from the desk when we return from this break.